So, you guys, so I want to say this first and foremost. I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, we gotta start this off on a good foot. Hope you guys are doing well. And listen, be on the lookout for some emails from me for the next, day or so. Hello. For those who signed up for the Candle Magic class, thank you for your love and your support. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Shout out to even those who signed up for the Gods and Goddesses Reawaken, Ancient Gods and Goddesses Reawaken, honey. Listen, we're always talking about you. We're always thinking about you. And everything's about you, baby. For real, for real. That's why it's called the universe. Everything is a version or a verse for your motherfucking ass. We're talking about it. Hello. So listen, there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on, right? Little bits and pieces. Now, collectively, we're going to say personally, no. Girl, we're good. Shout out to y'all. Hope y'all doing well as well. But unfortunately, things have been implemented, collectively, or we could say by the government that has impacted a lot of people that I know personally and some I don't know personally, right? And of course, yeah, I'm only speaking from my experience, me being someone that's a part of the T that's in the LGBT. And I'm gonna even say this too. That's a part of my experience, but that's not my identity, right? For the purpose of, labels or the reasoning of presentation, that's, me, the T, right? A lot of things are going down, and I spoke about a lot of this stuff in 2017. I know a lot of times things go down, things are said, and people don't really give credit to the motherfucking source. People don't really give credit where credit is motherfucking due. And that's another reason why, like I said, I keep it pushing. I do what it is I do. I say what I have to say, and I keep it pushing, right? But I've said a lot of stuff that is going down now, that is going to be going down for the next few years. In 2017, 2018. And of course, it offended a lot of people, but I think a lot of people get offended by the truth, right? I think that people, we all should live in our own individual world. We all should live in our own individual reality. But we know that our little tiny version of ourselves, our little tiny reality that we live in, connects or combines with other realities, and it influences those realities as well. So we're always representing someone or something. And sometimes it's beyond our own comprehension. It's beyond our own purpose. But there's a reason why we're all here, right? And so stepping beyond that, right? I saw things happen publicly, and I was a little confused because people were trying to make things out to be something that it really wasn't. And I can only speak from my opinion, and I promise you this is not going to be a long video. But of course, this is a topic that's been coming up a lot. So I was like, I want to talk about it with my people. And once again, guys, it's about to be midnight, baby. Okay, listen, we're going to start getting on here more presentable too, guys, so we could just, cam up and all that. Anyway, as a trans person in America, you guys, I have been through a lot of humiliating shit. Okay, I've been through a lot of stuff, and I'm going to say I paid my dues, right? And this is things that were not intentional. These are things that I just ended up in these situations. And even going to getting a legal name change and a legal gender mark change. Like people don't understand, even as far back as 2008, 2009, that was such a freeing, liberating experience, right? To have the government, not the world, because regardless of how you identify, right? You can identify as a successful Black woman, you can identify as a successful white man, but the world is not going to see you as that. But you know who's going to matter, or who matters when it comes to how you identify or what you're being put out into the world as? It's the government ultimately, right? If they recognize you as something, if they see what it is that you're given, a boss bitch, you got an LLC, you're paying taxes, the IRS know what your tax bracket is and all this other good shit. Girl, other people may not see you as that boss bitch, but the IRS does, and that's really what matters. So the same thing with that. the government seeing you and recognizing you for who and what you are, it was empowering, right? And it really made my introvert self become confident and secure with me. And I always say this, right? I didn't transition for people. I didn't come out into this world and expect people to accept me and to respect me for the woman that I am, because I really don't care. I've always said this, I will continue to say this. I don't care what people think or how people feel about me, because at the end of the day, I have to live with me. At the end of the day, when I close my eyes, it's me that I'm seeing. It's me that I'm feeling, right? When I look in the mirror, it's me that I'm seeing. It's me that I'm connecting with. So at the end of the day, ultimately, the only opinion or the only validation that I'm seeking is my own. But the idea that I would go through these humiliating situations, going into the courthouse to change your name. And by the way, if you do not know, when you're getting your name legally changed and your gender mark legally changed, it's a process, right? You have to go to the Social Security Administration. You have to go to of course, the court. You have to get the documentation. You got to go to the medical, the doctor, and all these people, they're knowing your tea. And yeah, if you're like me from a small ass town, a lot of people know a lot of people. So you're coming in and people don't really know who you are, and they're seeing you for who and what you are. And then they go look in your file and they're like, what the fuck? And so now there's a whole nother type of sense that you have with these people. And even though a lot of people would try to play and still be respectful, the idea that they still knew what it was a little cringy. It was a little uncomfortable. But either way, I hung in there, right? And I still, did my thing. And I really was like, well, it's private. I'm protected. That's privacy, right? But then going into like the courthouse, and like I said, if you don't know, when you go to the court to get your legal name changed, you're dealing with family law and domestics. So you're going into a room full of family situations, husband and wife fighting, child support, child custody, the child want to leave out the house, whatever. You're seeing people, right? And of course, I went through a superior court to get my stuff done. So it's people from all over the fucking county seeing you, all walks of life, bitch. You come in this room looking cute as fuck, hair done, makeup done, looking sexy, girl, thinking you the baddest bitch that fucking walked in, and they calling you by your motherfucking male name. And everybody's waiting to see who the fuck they talking about. And they're like, well, they gotta be talking about this bitch, because they're not talking to us. You walk into that fucking stand, and the judge say, oh, hi, are you blank, blank, blank? And you say yes. And you got to repeat back, yes, I am. So you're here to change your name to blah, blah, blah. Yes. Like I said, these experiences really added on to my humility and my respect for being who I am, right? And I'm saying respect as far as respecting the process and respecting the world as whole. So going into you clocking T, you fight with me, bitch, I had a choice to stay there and fight it out or to fucking leave. And at the end of the day, if you didn't see the illusion for what it is, and even right now to this day, if you don't see the illusion for what it is, that's your T, not mine. My reality and my world is my own. I'm not here to push my reality and my world onto other people. If I walked into a room and you saw me as ma'am and miss, that's what you're going to give me, right? If I walked through and you saw me as sir and whatever, then like I said, I have a choice. I'm either going to sit there and let you continue to disrespect me, or I'm going to leave and not give you my motherfucking business. And so we have come into a different era. And I'm really going to speak about this because this is not like 15-year-old trans people. This is not like 20-year-old trans people. There's not like videos of like 19-year-olds, 12-year-olds, transgender, people being clocked and, they're fighting and fuck you, it's ma'am, not sir, and all this other shit. You literally had like 40-plus-year-old people, which means that they were 40 in 2024. That means what? They were born in 1984? Don't quote me on that. Okay. So it's like the end of the day, and of course we're just going off the top of our head. Of course, the end of the day, so you've been through this era and you saw the process. You knew what it was like. You know what it's like to be humbled. You know what it's like to be in your own lane. Even going into passability. You guys, they have videos out there of cross-dressers, people who do not identify as women, showing women how to be more seductive and more feminine, showing other trans people how to do the exact same thing. So there's videos out there, there's tools out there to help you on your journey of being who you say that you actually are. With the idea that we would be at war, because we've always been at war with the government. We always, LGBT people, we've always been at war with the motherfucking government. We've always been at war with society and the public. Girl, going into it being illegal to cross dress in the motherfucking 70s. Talk about going into gay bars and gay clubs being raided on and shit because you were in there having fun. Going in talking about a whole bunch of shit that went down. So it's always been some type of fight, right? Even going into your own community, you coming in and you fighting the boys because they calling you a sissy. You fight some of the girls too because they really want to fuck you because you look better than all the fucking boys in the community. And so now they want to fight you and lie and make shit up on you. And there's a lot of people that are not here because of situations like that. And that could have been my motherfucking story too. Because I shared a story with y'all where I was about to get jumped by 5 motherfucking men because one girl wanted me and I didn't want her ugly ass. And she lied and told them that I called her a black bitch and pushed her. Girl, I wouldn't touch that bitch if they paid me to touch her. And I still remember what the fuck she looked like too. Weird looking bitch. But long story short, except because I'm not going to keep y'all, we've come where it's we the people versus we the people. We've come to a state of mind, right? Or mind state collectively, because that's what the government represents, what the collective is thinking, what the collective is feeling. And the government pushes that out, right? If you break down government, govern mind or control mind. That's what government means, right? So it's a system. They're feeding the minds and we're feeding their mind, right? And so it's an even exchange. So we've seen these videos from 2017 up to about 2022, and I'm sure videos are still circulating like that, but I just was not interested in seeing them because I'm, looking for when they say trans woman attacked or trans woman get discriminated against at a Dairy Queen. I'm looking for like a T.S. Madison. I'm looking for like a Laverne Cox. I'm looking for like a Janet Mock. I'm looking for like somebody who's really representing what someone who was born one gender and feel like they're the opposite gender. And it's not for the public, just for who they are. This is what they see because they have to live with them. This is what they're comfortable becoming because they're telling the world this is what they are. And they don't want the world to still see them for their male identity, right? And so you go click on this video and it's a 40-year-old trucker or a 40-year-old husband that just got divorced, father of 7 kids, who decides to play in makeup, decide to put on some type of woman garment, which they probably got at Walgreens or Walmart or Target. I'm just saying. More likely they got it at Target or Walmart because, they have very cheap clothing. But they decided to put these clothes on, and because they thought they were going to do the real test, because that's all shit that y'all don't know neither. When you go into therapy to get on hormones, and they kind of switched it because these people found a loophole. Okay, these people found a loophole. And this is why the shit is fucked up now. The system got fucked up because y'all found a loophole. When they figured that you didn't have to get a sexual reassignment surgery to change your F mark on your ID or your birth certificate, when they found out that you didn't have to go to therapy anymore to get on hormones, people started going around these systems to now become the woman that they're alleging that they are. But that's not what this is about, right? And so these people will go to therapy, and we're going back to even like 2012, where if you wanted to get on hormones or you want to change your gender mark identity or anything, you have to do what they call the real life test. What that means is for 2 years of your journey, you have to dress as a female 24/7, and you have to go out into public to train. Now, this is the important part. To train your mind to be comfortable in real life situations with people who are not going to see it for you. Keyword, to train your mind to develop strong skin, to step into a world of people, or to be comfortable around people or comfortable in your skin around people who are not going to see for what it is that you think that you are, what you feel that you are. So people like me who have to do the motherfucking real test, we develop some type of structure. We develop some type of discipline. We accepted and respected that people ain't gonna see it for what it motherfucking is because, bitch, they don't see it. And we had 2 motherfucking options. Either have surgeries to become passable with the help of motherfucking hormones or get the fuck out of it and don't even motherfucking go through with it. Right? And then go hiding and do whatever it is that we motherfucking do. So it's the idea that people have figured out loopholes. Like I said, these are not 19-year-old trans women. These are not 50-year-old trans women. This is not 21-year-old trans women. This is not 25-year-old trans women. This is not 24-year-old trans women. These are grown ass individuals who's been around the block multiple times, right? Who knows what it is to be what it is, however it is, because we didn't grow up knowing what the fuck trans was or intersex was. We didn't grow up knowing that. We knew male and we knew motherfucking female. But somehow, some way, and it could be in their privileged mind, because we're not going to blame it on a white man thing. We're going to say a lot, because we even had situations of black people doing this shit too. Knowing goddamn well the white man don't see it for your motherfucking ass any motherfucking way. So you thought you were going to go to this motherfucking woman's gym, dressed up as a motherfucking woman, and you got the membership as a man. You thought you were going to show up to work or show up to the gym one day as a woman attire in the same gym. You were using a man's restroom this whole damn time. You decide to go dress as a woman and go into the woman's side. And when they clock the motherfucking T, now you want to go to the news, you want to report the shit and also the good shit. Now everybody's in an uproar. Now, y'all think this is little. And like I was telling this to my sister a few minutes ago, once you know things, you cannot undo what you know. Once you're educated and you have the knowledge, which equal power to know things, you can't undo that. My young ass learned a long time ago that corporations rule the motherfucking world. Corporations like McDonald's, like Burger King, like Taco Bell, well, they're all the same company, just giving examples, like GameStop, like Target, knows what you're into, and they are going to provide that data to the upper people, which ultimately communicates with the government. And they ultimately decides what laws they're going to pass and what laws they're not going to motherfucking pass. And if you don't know that, you need to research that. So the idea that you're going to go, and like I said, trans people is a very small percentage of the community, y'all. A very small percentage. Out of every 30,000, there's possibly one. And I'm saying possibly one. Out of every 30,000, possibly one. To go to these corporations to cause this big scene when, you know, goddamn well, these people don't like you in a motherfucking way. To cause a big scene to, you know, because they don't see your illusion, because you don't even see your illusion. You cannot tell me unless there's something really, really wrong there, that you out here with a balding head top, with thin ass hair, receding ass hairline, no titties, no ass, no hips. All you throw on is a female sweater, possibly some female pants. I don't know, because Mick Jagger and all some people, David Bowie and shit, they've been wearing these pants for a long time. Michael Jackson, Prince. So I can't even say these are woman pants. So we're going to say pink sweaters and shit. You put on some pink lipstick, maybe some blue eyeshadow, talking like somebody's dead. They say, sir, being respectful, because you're older than him. You're 40 years old. This is a 22-year-old man, or young person, whatever. Fuck the dumb shit. Whatever. Okay. They say, sir, being respectful, because they didn't know, oh, this is a woman, because they didn't see no titties, they didn't see no hips, they didn't even hear a woman's voice when you opened your fucking mouth. Hello? Now you're showing a video, now you're protesting, now you're going to the news, and guess what? This ultimately affects this corporation, because guess what? Maybe this corporation have gay people. Maybe this corporation have trans people that buy their products. And guess what? Now the gay people, now the trans people are saying, oh, we're not going to support this business no more because this business don't like trans people. They get caught up in this shit too. Because I really, I'm not going to get into that because then we're going to get into personal shit. So I sit back and I watch this shit go on, y'all, as a trans person myself. And I'm just like, this shit should not be tolerated. Because this is going to affect us on a larger scale. We're sitting back and we're accepting this in our house. The outside people are looking in and saying, so why are y'all not standing up against this? Why are you not holding people accountable and responsible? Why are you not saying, sis, you're trans like I'm trans, right? Let me show you the ropes. Because that's another shady ass thing to these older trans women back in the day too, girl. Over here, instead of trying to show you the ropes, girl, they will block you, ban you. Girl, where you get your hormones at? Block. Girl, where do you get this done? Block or lie? Oh, girl, I went to Dr. Molina. Once you go down to Mexico to get silicone in your motherfucking body, while they went over there to Beverly Hills and got their fucking titties done with a real fucking surgeon. They want you to go to Mexico to get silicone in your motherfucking titties, knowing goddamn well that eventually that silicone is going to travel to your motherfucking lungs and kill your motherfucking ass. But they didn't give a fuck, though, because they didn't want the bitch to outdo her. So now, like I said, they come knocking at our door, Donald Trump, i.e. Donald Trump, and now they stripping away the motherfucking rights and the respect and the humility of even the innocent people like myself who don't give a fuck about standing on the corner. I am trans. Call me ma'am. Because, bitch, at the end of the day, I don't have to tell you what to call me. Bitch, if I really see there's something in me that possibly might identify me as a male, and I say that I'm trans, and there's something that may possibly identify me as male, two things I'm going to do. I'm going to be okay with that male trait that may get me clocked, and I'm going to be okay with the aftermath of me being clocked. Or I'm going to use money, or I'm going to get credit, whatever, to pay for that. So that way that's not an issue no more. So the idea that we're delusional or we're in an illusion that we're the baddest when we're really not, because we could clear this across the board, girl. This be like somebody on welfare. This be like somebody who's getting PPP loans, because it's all the same. PPP loans, scamming the government, saying they have a business that they lost money on, they didn't lose no money, they didn't have no motherfucking business. Okay, hello. To then get PPP loans and then act like they balling with the PPP loans. And I'm a boss, bitch. I'm balling. Girl, what? That's the same equivalency to this person or these people who are not really living this life, who are not really, they don't feel like they're doing their best. They're not stepping up to be their best. They're not presenting themselves the best way that they could for what they're trying to do. Because that goes to a whole bunch of other shit too. Like I said, because I'm not here to bash. I'm not here. I'm speaking my motherfucking opinion on the motherfucking community that I'm a motherfucking a part of, which, like I said before, and I'm continuing to say again, they have no problem motherfucking going stuff about. Bitch, YouTube, everything connected with this bitch right here could bye-bye. They know me personally, bitch. You will have access to me. Every girl, it will be a whole nother identity, voice being changed. Girl, it'll be a whole nother motherfucking identity, girl. Until when all this shit subsides. If it came down to it. If it came down to having to be that point. So I wouldn't be bothered by that. It's the idea, though, that people who are not paying their dues, people who didn't have to be humiliated, people who didn't have to be disrespected, people who didn't have to have their personal, rights violated until it became safe. The idea that they would come in and they would now have the same rights as me, but didn't have to do the work, and they're older than me. Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. So basically, my young ass pays the way for your motherfucking ass. Instead of you being humbled and respectful to understand that my young ass pays the way for your old ass to be who the fuck that you are, you disrespect me, slap me in the face, spit in my face, slap everybody else in that motherfucking face who did the same motherfucking thing to be here, to now, guess what? Parading around, bulge and dick balls hanging out. You gonna call me a woman. Transgenders out here alleging, because that's their story, not mine, that they're gonna be the first man to have a sex change. This is their words, not mine. To have a sex change, to get impregnated with a baby, to then be the first man in history to abort the baby. And this is during the time that abortions was a real big topic. You also have videos of truckers who got a box sex change and clearly not giving off any type of woman at all, and fighting with women about them being a real woman. Then on the flip side to that, you have the same type of individuals fighting with men, first of all, being very predatorial, sliding in the men DMs, hitting on the men. When the men say, oh, bro, I'm sorry, I don't do trans or I'm not gay, now you're doing videos. Oh, he's transphobic. He doesn't like trans people. And you go look at the bitch and you're like, girl, what? I would never thought you were trans. It would have gave me that you were a gay boy trying to deceive me. And I'm trans. Like, I would think the same fucking way. So if he's transphobic, I'm transphobic too. Girl, he doesn't like that, and that's okay. And that's something too. What world do we live in now when somebody who doesn't like a white man is racist? Someone who's not sexually attracted to an Asian woman is racist. Like, what day and age we live in that somebody who's not sexually attracted to a man or somebody who is trans is transphobic? What world are we living in? But like I said, y'all lived in a world, right? And now, because of those choices, and the boys and the girls, or the non-binaries who supported that and were shaming people like me. Oh, how dare you? They're part of your community. And you're do. Well, guess what? Now Donald Trump wiped this shit out. Ain't no tea. Girl, ain't no tea, girl. Is this what y'all wanted, non-binary people? Is this what you wanted? To be just slapped in the face and be called a motherfucking man again? Well, I'm thankful that California's putting up some fights with some shit. So I'm just, I'm gonna say that. It's not shocking that Mississippi, it's not shocking that Florida, it's not shocking that Texas, it's not shocking that these states don't really give a fuck about y'all because they don't. I would say this, I would continue to say this. I still don't know why Black people live in these states or places like this because they don't see it for y'all either. And the audacity that people will come out, going into like Charleston, Salem, Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina, girl, and it'd be like, y'all should be upset at the homosexual. No, bitch, y'all should be upset at your motherfucking self for allowing these motherfuckers to keep disrespecting y'all, stepping in your face, spitting in your face, disrespecting you, doing the fuck they do with you, and you still motherfucking supporting their asses. That's what you should be upset with. That's why your energy should be going into. Your energy should be going into deprogramming yourself and retraining yourself to live without them. So that way they won't feel like you need them and they won't keep disrespecting your motherfucking ass. That's what you should have been doing. Going even into the trans people. Y'all let these bulge having people, y'all were buying panties. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, my fellow trans sisters. Y'all were buying special panties to tuck away your pieces. Y'all were going through, what layers, towels and panties with thongs, with tape. Girl, uncomfortable. Girl, go to work just so you can be received and respected as a woman. And then girl, none of y'all got recognition for that, right? Y'all were just like, oh, this is a nigga bitch in a wig. She looks pretty though, but still nigga bitch. You didn't get a recognition. But in the new era, 2017 and after, motherfuckers come out, they let the dick and balls hang out. They let their beard and shit show out, girl. Fuck you getting electrolysis. They don't give a fuck about that. They let their beard and shit hang out. And, I'm going to get the same respect as y'all. See, y'all stupid because y'all got electrolysis. Y'all stupid because y'all tuck your dick and balls back. Y'all stupid because y'all got your breast implants and stuff done. And guess what? We don't have to do that. We're getting the same rights that you're having. Wrong. Donald Trump was showing that. That's wrong. Girl, ain't no such thing as that no more. So I really, really hope coming this around, duping this up, slowing this up, wrapping it up, and delivering it with a bow. I really hope that those of you who support these Delvini people and these, Shazay Shantae bearded lady individuals, people who support that stuff, I really hope that you guys are thankful and grateful. Send them the recognition, send them the awards, send them the nominees. Jessica, Eliana, the bitch that went to the spa, dick and balls hanging out, was upset because they called her, a he or sir with dick and balls, get kicked out of place. Now you're trying to file a discrimination lawsuit, knowing goddamn under his kid shit in this motherfucker. Like, girl, make it make sense. What's really going on here? But like I said, y'all owe y'all thanks to them. Don't get upset that Donald Trump took away the T out of the LGBT. Don't get upset that Donald Trump is now passing federal laws to attack trans people. Be upset at the Delvini people. Be upset at the Melatini Ellerinos. Be mad at the Jessica people. Ma'am, not sir. Be upset at the people that put in half of the effort that you risk your life for every fucking day. Because I want to point that out too. Hormones are risky. Hormones are risky. Surgery is risky. You being who you are is motherfucking risky. So thank those people for what motherfucking got put past. Don't be mad at Donald Trump because he's reading a story like I'm reading a story and I'm seeing the story that's being told. And the story that I'm seeing being told is that, yeah, there's a lot of perversion going on. There's a lot of predatory behaviors going on. There's a lot of disrespect going on. There's a lot of ungrateful ass, weird ass people walking around. And that's what this all comes down to at the end of the day. And like I said, I've been saying it since 2017. As I told y'all before, with all these fake ass reviews out there and pissed off consumer shit, one bitch like, oh, this bitch don't like trannies. Girl, what? I do business with trans. We say trans identify. Well, they don't identify as trans, but just type they're trans. Women who just happen to have the experience of trans. One of my sisters is a trans person. Girl, so it's about me liking people who are actually who they say they are. It would be like a good example, someone coming to you guys and presenting to be a realtor or a financial advisor. even though you're seeing behind this shit, like, wait, how the fuck you're a financial advisor, but you filed bankruptcy 3 or 4 times? You're looking at all these examples of things that will disqualify them from being a financial advisor. But out of respect, you're still, right? You're still sitting as this financial advisor. The flip side, you entrust them with your money, even though, your common sense, your higher self, whatever, said don't trust the situation because they have yet to proven to give any type of facts they actually or who they say they are. If they feel like they're this, they'll be putting in the effort. If they feel like this is what it is, they'll be putting the effort. You get fucking scammed, and now you're doing a news article about how you got scammed by these brokers and financial advisors. Me? I'm be looking like, bitch, that's what you get. It's a sad thing because is real innocent people out there who really didn't see behind the mask. They really were fooled, and this situation is to be, men that were fooled and, all sort of good shit, or all that, bad shit. But I'm like, girl, the proof is in the pudding. We saw it for what it is, and we really didn't care. We gave these people recognition. We allowed these people to get awards, to get recognized, to get Woman of the Year. We didn't sit them down and say, babe, I'm sorry, but at 65 years old, you decided to become a woman for whatever reason. Fuck the dumb shit about it was hard. Bitch, you are a wealthy white male. A wealthy white male who didn't have to face a lot of shit that a lot of us poor folks have to deal with. But yet we still put our grown woman panties on, and we face the world and say, this is who the fuck we is. We lost relationships with our mothers. We lost relationship with our fathers. Some of us will never get to see our nieces and our motherfucking nephews for us being who the fuck we are. But you wanted to hide behind whatever it is that you hid behind, and now you feel like you should receive some type of reward because you were such a fucking coward, and it took you 65 fucking years to live your motherfucking truth. What about the bitch who transitioned at fucking 16 years old? What about the bitch that got kicked out of a motherfucking house at 14 and you have to be a motherfucking sex worker? Like, girl, what? Like, this is what it has come to. And I told y'all in 2017 that this is what it was going to be. I said it, I clocked it, and I'm going to continue to say, bitch, as a whole, bitch, you can't be mad at nobody but your motherfucking self. And that goes for any type of groups too. We're not just talking about the LGBT community. We talk about a lot of shit. When you're seeing injustice done to your community or your collective consciousness, you guys need to start holding other people in that community responsible and accountable for their motherfucking actions instead of attacking the people that see it for what it is and getting straight to the motherfucking shit. Because like I said, that's what it's come down to. So, of course, innocent people are affected by this shit. Is it sad? Yes, it is. It's unfortunate. But on the flip side, what was this rage that y'all have with this man? And you talk about it on social media, TikToks, Facebook, YouTube, and all sort of good shit. Why are y'all not out here protesting GLAAD? GLAAD. Why are y'all not out here knocking on the doors of these people that are intentionally doing videos basically disrespecting cisgender women and saying, oh no, bitch, you gonna do this or I'm gonna fuck you. Why y'all have a rage with these people? Better yet, why y'all have rage with the people who are going to places who are really just giving a show? They're giving like their actor or actress. They're giving like Tu Wong Fu. Going to these places, intentionally going places where they would call them ma'am or sir, because bitch McDonald's ain't gonna call you no ma'am or no motherfucking sir. Hello? Girl, Subway ain't gonna call you no ma'am or no motherfucking sir. Jimmy Johnson ain't calling no ma'am or no motherfucking sir. Taco Bell. Like, you're going to these places where they're going to be respectful and say ma'am or sir based on what you're presenting as, to then say, oh, they just misgendered me right now. Mind you, not an effort to look like a woman, not an effort to sound like a woman, not an effort to give off any type of energy that you're a male, because honestly, I'm going to say grow out of respect, but that's because I'm part of the community too. So I'm going to say girl out of respect, because even going into feminine guys, I've said girl, I've said honey, please, girl, bye. But we know what it is. So it's like, girl, the intention that I'm going to intentionally go to these places so they can misgender me, but then I'm going to also misgender them. Oh, well, excuse me, that gentleman over there. Oh, but how do you know he's a gentleman? Did he tell you that he's a gentleman? Because just like he called you a sir because you're presenting as one. You're calling him a gentleman because he's pursuing us one. Am I correct or am I not correct? So this is what it's come to. And so that's really all I want to say. Like, it's a real sad situation. And of course, this is just the beginning of it. You know, blacks, Asians, they all come for your ass too. Don't think you're exempt for this, honey. Don't think you're exempt for anything that's going on. Don't think white woman that you're exempt for what's going on too. They come for y'all. And I told y'all, even when they were going into the abortion stuff, remember it was my right, my body? I was like, isn't that something that trans people been saying all these years too? Like, if I want to get a sex change, I can. If I want to get breast implants, I can. If I want to do this, like, it's my money, it's my rights. Like, girl, everybody's been saying this exact same story. So it's like, now nobody cared about that. Now, guess what? Now everybody's going to get affected by it. So let's see who all cares. Let's see if people are going to really come together as one. Because, bitch, I know that's not going to happen. There's no unity, girl. You want to act like you're united when there's trouble in paradise, but behind the scenes, girl, y'all still hate each other. Girl, whites hate whites, black hates blacks, gays hate gays, straights hate straights, Christians hate Christians, Muslims hate Muslims. Like, girl, you ain't never gonna have everybody accepting everybody, girl, because you have hate within your own space. And as long as there's hate within your own space, you're always gonna leave more hate, more space for hate and people being motherfucking irate. And that's a fact. Black Eyed Peas, where's the love? They said it in the song. Listen to that song. Where's the motherfucking love? Bitch, we ain't got it. We don't got it to give because we don't got it for our motherfucking selves. And this is what I've been talking about for years too. Us investing in who we are and collectively coming together, healed and whole and respectful. Now people are going to see for what it is, and they're gonna have everything. They're not going to be able to see past it. But because they see one person who presents to be good, and then they look past her, because they're going to say, well, she's a nice person. Let's look for the next bitch. And then just happen, they type it in and they see, I just fooled a man. Hi, everybody. I'm Jessica Rabbit. I was born a male, and I'm going to get a monkey to trick men to thinking that I'm a woman. Come along and watch. And now here we go, 1 million views. You probably got what, $20,000 or $30,000 just to show how transgendered people fool and deceive men. Wow. Y'all should be so proud of that. That should be so proud. It should be the girl. Listen, y'all should celebrate this shit now. Y'all should celebrate this shit that when you type in trans woman rights or whatever, you're going to see motherfuckers talk about they don't have to tuck. You're going to motherfuckers talk about they sex changed and you better call them what the fuck it is and they still giving off somebody's uncle. Listen, let's celebrate this, y'all. I think this is something that we should, because girl, y'all been celebrating it. That's why it's being celebrated by the government too. They celebrating it too. Donald Trump and them, they celebrating the bullshit too, y'all. Just so you know. It's a circus act in the office because y'all a motherfucking circus act. Bitch, y'all accepted the shit. It was cute. Dakota, motherfucker bearded lady shit. Y'all accepted the shit. Y'all thought, oh, this is so interesting. I've never seen a bearded man. Wasn't Prince a bearded woman? Wasn't Michael Jackson a bearded woman? I'm a little confused here. It's so exciting to see this happen, right? And not them saying we're in our own box, right? I want to have my own section. I'm not a part of that. Oh, fuck that. Oh, I'm also trans. I'm trans identifying as well. I'm trans identifying. Okay. So like I said, we should celebrate this, y'all. Let's not be upset about this. We should celebrate it. I mean, like I said, we've been celebrating it since 2017. You know, we've been celebrating. No, we think they should be able to be who they are. I mean, the last time I checked, you calling me man, ma'am, or sir, it's not going to make or break me. You disrespecting me and calling me he, that's not going to make or break me. I'm still going to be me. That's not going to stop a fuck ass thing. So the idea that you calling me that is now rocking, shaking the table. I'm so upset because you're not seeing it for what it is. But yet I'm giving you and even myself reason to believe that I'm not really sure about what it is I'm trying to be. Girl, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, right? We're always about making sense, right? They say common sense is not so common. This is one prime example of that. So like I said, let's not be upset about it. Let's not, be, irate. Let's not be party pooper, right? Because we're going to be mad at the political figures. Let's be mad at these individuals too. But if we're going to celebrate these individuals, then let's celebrate the political decisions too. Yeah. Every action has a consequence. Let's celebrate. Let's have fun. Going into another, trans person, which, a trans identifying person who I knew personally back in the day. We're no longer friends. But sitting in a car, the woman, oh, you're so pretty. Oh my God. Well, thank you. Well, guess what? I'm really a man. And I know I'm a man. I just like to look like a woman. And here we go, a political figure in the bitch's back seat. A political figure in 20 motherfucking 20 in the back motherfucking seat saying, what? Well, yeah, I know that I will. And yes, I don't think that trans people should play in the league with women. Girl, this has come from another trans person's mouth. So why should they believe that trans should play with other, or trans should play with women if trans don't think that trans should play with women? Make it make sense. So like I said, let's not be upset. We're not upset at that bitch. And I didn't read her down, which I did. I didn't cuss her out, which I did. I didn't tell her, sir, boy, call her by a boy name and hung up in the bitch's face and blocked her, because I did. Okay. And we still rock that way. If we didn't do that then, who cares? Like I said, let's just celebrate. Let's celebrate a girl. Let's celebrate the people. Kudos, give her a little shot glass to the Delvinis. And I'm going to get these people named down too, y'all, because, Delvini, Delatino, Malorino, Dakota. Girl, let's give a shout out to these people. Girl, fuck the trans people who were murdered, who was misgendered when they were really trying to give off the tea. Fuck the Tyra Hunters. Fuck the Clarissas. Fuck the Bella Martinez's who were really giving off that they were female, who really passed as females, who were disrespected and taken off this motherfucking planet. Fuck all them. Bitch, it's a new age, it's a new dawn, right? Right? It's a new age, it's a new dawn. And we're going to celebrate the people who said, fuck the dumb shit. I don't got to be in a box. Okay. Like I said, let's celebrate it all. So congratulations, LGBTQIA, for allowing Donald Trump to do what the fuck he did. Congratulations. That's all I'm going to say. I'm in there with that. Congratulations. Kudos to y'all. And I wish y'all the best at everything, honey. For real. No Tito Shay. I wish y'all the best. The public got too overrun with all the pronouns, different identities, and telling folks, kids, that they can be not our fault, but people ruin a lot of things. They did. And that was another thing, too, for me as well. I was telling this to my sister. Nobody ever had an issue with using a woman's restroom. I know a lot of trans people, 7 ways to be virtuous. I know a lot of trans people. They had no problem using a woman's restroom. They didn't make it no big deal when they got clocked. When they got their cheese spooked, they said, ooh, they spooked me. And they kept it pushing. I know lots of trans people who went to places and got disrespected and kept it pushing. They went out here. I'm going to become a public speaker and go into the school and force this on people. Mind you, this is not trans people trying to go read to your children to convince them that trans people are normal. These were women impersonators. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but these are women impersonators that were very scary looking, right? Like these were the drag queens that I was afraid of growing up. I was afraid of drag queens with big ass hair and colorful lashes, looking like a damn creeper jeeper. Like, girl, these are the people showing up and reading to these kids. So it's like, girl, what are you expecting? Like I said, the pronoun thing. Oh, it's not her or he. It's Zaire and Zir. Oh, it's D and T. It's D. Like, what? Then they're saying it's only male or female, but I don't identify as male or female. But yet you're wearing male or female clothing while you're saying that. So if you don't identify as that, then why are you not dressed unisex? Why are you not putting on a caftan or something? Put on a free-flowing dress. I mean, girl, make it make sense. Why are you not doing the makeup? Get your laser done. You don't got to wear the makeup. Get your eyebrows done and call it a day. Why? Girl, make it make sense. It doesn't make sense, even to the people that are a part of that. Make it make sense. Everybody's not going to see things the way you see things, and that's okay. And that's another thing about being mentally mature and being mentally and emotionally mature is recognizing that other people may not see it the same way. Now, when it came down to legal situations, you had every damn right to go in this place as a female mark and this DMV worker purposefully discriminate against you. You have every right to be upset about that because that is someone higher up. That is like your mother, your father. And that'd be another thing too. People are not upset. And see, that irritates the fuck out of me. People are not upset at the mama, the brother, the sister, the auntie, the uncle calling them he, calling them him, calling him, hey, Marcus, come over here. But they're upset at the public? Oh, no, honey, it's ma'am. Oh, no, you're not going to call. So why didn't you give your mama the same fever when she called you her son? Why are you not giving your mama the same fever? Why are you not giving your brothers and sisters? Why are you not giving your auntie, your uncle, your grandmother the same fever? Well, they raised me. Girl, it's crazy. It's for me, it's all across the board. Bitch, if you don't see it for me, once again, I don't see it for you and I'm leaving. I don't have to be disrespected. I don't have to support you. I don't have to be around you. I'm grown. We live in a free world. So the same energy we're having for these people, we need to have for the people that are in our life. But like I said, people don't really give a fuck. That's what I said. It has to be some type of mental illness for a lot of people. I'm not saying for everybody. It has to be some type of mental illness. Because y'all let people get away with bullshit. Girl, I will be disowning. I don't give a fuck. You gave birth to me and you were on operating table for 72 motherfucking hours and I almost killed your ass. Girl, I didn't tell you to get pregnant with me. I didn't tell you to fuck that man to create me. Baby, if you're not seeing it for me and you're not respecting me for what it is as my mother or my father, bye-bye. Love you. Take care, baby. I see you, whatever. God bless you. Thank you for my life. But God bless you on the other side, whatever. But like I said, the idea that you let your parents and people gave birth to, gave you life, he, him, my son, or they'll be cute. Boo. Boo. My honey bun. The fuck? Girl, you can't respect me? How can I respect the world to respect me if my own mother don't respect me? How can I respect the government to respect me or expect the government to respect me when my mother don't see it for me? And that's what it comes down to. My mother see it for me. My brother see it for me. My dad see it for me. My stepdad see it for me. My biological dad. Bitch, that's what it comes down to. And if you don't see it for me, I don't care. Bye. I'm not going to tolerate you disrespecting me. Bye. That's called insanity. Oh, it's okay because they gave me life. The fuck? The fuck? They were a vessel for you to have life, bitch, but whatever it's meant to be is going to be. They were the reason why you're here, but you didn't ask to be here. So they owe you the same motherfucking respect as you owe them the same motherfucking respect. Let's talk about it. The same respect you owe them, they owe you too. And if they can't give it to you, bitch, you ain't getting it. You ain't getting it from me neither. And I told y'all that a long time ago. I flat out told that to everybody now. You don't respect me, I don't respect you, bitch. And I don't give a fuck who you are. How about that? Bitch, when I get to be this age, I'm moving. And that's what happened, girl. I got the fuck out at 17 and a half years old. I moved out at 17 and a half years old, baby. 6 months before my 18th birthday. Bitch, and everybody gagged. They thought when I moved, because I said when I move, ain't nobody gonna see me again. They were fucking scared, girl. They would blow my phone up. They would pop up. Girl, where you at? Like, listen. Because, and that made them respect me. Because they said, this bitch is that bitch. Also going into the fact that bitch, I wasn't going around parading like a motherfucking clown. Girl, oh, you gonna call me her? Oh, girl. Listen. God bless America. That's it. They don't even care about hormones somewhere. They just got the medical surgeries just post up. That's all. Right. Oh my God. 7. Oh my God. That is so fucking crazy. And this is where I'm going with that. They don't care about the hormones. So why we upset that they don't have no more? And that's not like, are the girls really upset because there's no medical, or are they upset because they can't get their free breast implants no more? Because what was y'all doing before hormones were even covered by insurance? How was the girls transitioning then? Because a plastic surgeon ain't going to turn down no money. Can we talk about it? A plastic surgeon ain't going to turn down the money. So what is really going on? Honey, are y'all upset about the tea or y'all not upset about it? Because like I said, a lot of you don't got your name changed anyway. I should be upset about it. I should be upset because my name changed. I'm not Jenna Marks motherfucking change. And it's been changed before there was even a loophole about it. I actually went through the fucking workings. So I should be irate about it. And I'm not. I'm not. Because I know what it's given. I know what it is. And unfortunately, because I didn't slap a bitch up, and I say not slap bitch up, but I'm saying because I didn't slap a bitch up, how the fuck am I going to be upset that the government slapped me up right now? Can we talk about it? Why am I upset the government is Donald Trump is slapping me right now in my motherfucking face because I didn't slap the next bitch? Playing in my motherfucking face, playing in our motherfucking face. Didn't take one motherfucking hormone pill. Didn't get not one motherfucking name change or dinner mark motherfucking change. But like 7 Ways said, got motherfucking surgery. And now I'm a woman now. And then the next day, oh, I'm not a woman. Girl, I need one right now, girl. Today she's a woman, tomorrow she's not a woman. I'm like, wait, are you on hormones? But I didn't know I had to be on hormones to be a trans. I mean, wait, what? So you either got to be on hormones, you got to have some type of irreversible surgery to really be trans. I mean, let's talk about it. You got to have some type of irreversible T. And of course, hormones 7+ years is kind of irreversible, right? Because now you have chemical things that were done to you, so you can't get that back, even if you stop taking a hormone. So what are you doing? Oh, girl, listen. Listen, okay. That executive order didn't make sense though. It literally said the sex of conception, which labeled all humans females. Sex is not gender. The right of you learn something language. listen, listen. Thank God, 7 Ways of Being Virtuous, that the real ID is coming out and the real ID will not be affected of this gender mark stuff, right? So praise the heavens for that. On the flip side, it's a sad day in America. And that's all I'm going to say. It's a sad day in America. We went from an era of it being either trans, CD, to someone coming out and saying, well, I'm non-binary. Not everybody is non-binary. Right? Before that, no one said they're non-binary. No one said, girl, the CD said, I feel like a woman, I feel like a man. These were cross-dressers, right? And they're like, oh, that's an outdated term. So the new term is non-binary, but I thought that CDs didn't care if they were seen publicly as male or female. Like they just wanted to present as that. So wait, what? So now the mindset have changed? Like, make it make sense. A lot of things don't make sense. Like I said, I'm a part of the community. It does not make sense. And I'm not a gay man confused about the whole trans experience. I'm someone who is considered a trans person confused about what the fuck the shit is. Like, girl, what? It's it is or it ain't. Is it is or it ain't. It's the whole or it's half. Ain't no motherfucking 1/16th, 1/19th. I'm 1/16th Sicilian. What? I'm 1/32th Brazilian. Ma'am, excuse me? You what? Can you say that again? Like, girl, make it make sense. Oh, I don't got a quarter or I don't got a penny. Like I said, girl, let's be fair across the board, girl. If that's the case, girl, then let's go ahead and have a half of a penny. Can they come out with a new cent denomination called a half of a penny? Like a 0.001, 0.005, 0.000050. I just like it. Believe the fetal hormonal wash. We all are. Yes, it's true. No, it's true. We're all females by birth. And then we become males. That's why when we say non-binary, we're all technically non-binary. But we take on some type of program, but we still clearly become what is we're truly meant to be. So once again, whether or not you see it for me, this is who I'm going to be. And that's what it comes down to. I'm not about to fight with you because you clocked the T. Like I said, I'm not about to cuss you out because you didn't see it for what it was. I'm going to go home. I may even ask you, so what gave it away to you that I'm someone of trans experience? Oh, well, what gave it away is that your voice. Okay, well, girl, I'm going to go work on it. They got videos out there how to train your voice. Girl, bye. What gave it away? Oh, your extremely large hands. Well, I mean, we're playing in costumes anyway, right? I mean, the woman said it. What's her name? Auntie Patti LaBelle. She said that she put on drag. Wendy Williams said she put on drag too. Girl, you can wear shit to make your hands look smaller and stuff. Girl, get your nails done or something. Like I said, people just didn't give a fuck. So you didn't give a fuck about if someone clocked you being a man. So they didn't give a fuck about calling you a man. That's it. You didn't give a fuck about being passable. They told you you're not passable, and now you're upset about it because you didn't give a fuck about being passable? What? Then y'all come in public. Me personally, if I was a trans woman who were attracted to a trans man and I got this trans man pregnant, that's something I'm keeping to myself. Then y'all go on the news talking about that. Woman and man have a baby together and it's not what you expected. And then you see the news article, trans woman. Hi, my name is Michelle and this is my husband. And then the person sounded very similar. Hi, what's up? I'm Todd. Girl, what? And Todd over there pregnant. Y'all could have kept that shit to yourself. The fuck? Girl, what? Like, girl, make it make sense. Girl, girl. So if you don't care about being seen as a woman, then why put in the effort? Who cares? Be you. Be you, bitch. If they clock it, they don't. They don't. Girl, bye. But it's coming down to being stealth. And that's what it is, girl. A lot of you girls, and I said this years ago, it's going to be a stealth thing. You're going to have to be stealth. In order for you to survive and be who you are, you're going to have to really be stealth. You're going to have to watch who you're befriending. You're going to have to watch who, and that's another thing too. People thought it was so cute. This is my before and after transition. And now there's a video of them as boys and shit. Girl, I'm never going to put out public pictures of what I looked like as a boy before my transition. I'm never going to have a collage up of you seeing the tea because I didn't see it for me back then. I didn't like to see myself like that. So why in the fuck am I going to let you see me like that if I didn't want to see myself like that? Well, make it make sense. But now, like I said, because the people got in, y'all upset. No, girl, I'm glad they got in. You let them in, now they in, what you going to do? You lived in a gated community. You advertising your shit inside the gate, at the gate. Now they inside the gate. They on their way knocking at your door. And now y'all asking, how did they get in? Delvini, let him in. Tellerino Babadino, let him in. It's ma'am, not sir, let him in. Uncle Fester, who got upset about the women's gym, wanted to work at the women's gym, getting boners and shit, getting hormones, which, by the way, when you're on hormones, you do not get erections on hormones. So Uncle going to this gym, getting boners and shit, watching a woman work out and shit, and because, you know, there's trans out there, trans lesbians, allegedly. There's a lot of them out there that like, you know, women still. They get excited about a vagina and all that. They love it, right? And so they're getting turned on and excited about this. And yet you get called out for being a pervert. And now it's, I'm going to sue because you clocked the tea. But you're getting boners around these women, babe. I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable knowing this. I'm uncomfortable knowing that this person, girl, and I know y'all heard the stories about the 90s shit of serial killers acting like they were women to kill people and shit. I mean, there was one that was released from jail, y'all, who was arrested in the 80s in motherfucking New York that got released in 2019 because he alleged killed one of his lovers, right? And we're going to say he because he so-called transitioned to detransition and transition when he went back to jail. And then he comes out and then guess what? He did it again. He dated a woman and killed this woman. So he was becoming a woman to attract women, because that's what Prince said too. Prince said that he would get women looking like a woman. Y'all don't listen. Don't quote me on that. Look this up. They gave off feminine energy because they wanted to attract women. And that's how I stand around. I told you I like dick, but I didn't transition for dick, baby. I'm not here to fool to get penis. Bitch, if you got gay dick out there, you got straight dick, you got bi dick, who I look like pretending and scamming and scheming to get some dick, girl, when dick is a dick and it all looks alike. I mean, girl, no shade. Y'all think dicks look different. They all look the same. Girl, there ain't nothing different about them. I'm just talking about it. Ain't no big, I mean, the big, the small, they short, they fat, they skinny, they cut, they uncut, girl, they all look the same. So what I look like being the woman who I think I am, I know I am, secured, fabulous, and who get what the fuck and who the fuck she want, gonna be so desperate and so low grade and say, oh my God, let me pretend to get this because I want this. Who am I competing with though? Ultimately, who am I competing with? Because if he wants it, he's gonna get it. Because they said the men stick it in anything anyway. So why am I? What I look like if men stick it in anything? What I look like playing a role to get that? The fuck? The fuck? Nigga, I wish you would say, "Oh, I'm not your type." Okay, or you're not my type. Okay, babe, thank you. Bitch, keep it pushing. I'm not bothered by that. But anyway, yeah, he dressed as a woman to get these women, and mind y'all, he's paraplegic too. Not that that means anything, but he's paraplegic. He transitioned to be a woman, and then he gets another victim. And his victims are women. They're not men. He didn't victimize men. He didn't become a trans to victimize men. He became a trans to get women to then victimize women. Then I believe when he went to jail, he got one of the women's pregnant. I don't know. It was some weird shit with some stories, girl. There could be two stories that I'm getting mixed up. But I'm just like, girl, like, I'm uncomfortable knowing that. The fact that I know there's trans out there that like other trans, I'm not comfortable around other trans like that to that degree. We're not getting naked together. We're not taking showers together, babe. Baby, I don't want to have a threesome with you. I don't want to be in the same room with you and your man. Because, girl, that's weird to me. I'm sorry. That's not my tea. So, like I said, this is coming from someone in the community. I'm not shocked that someone who's not in community don't understand or who don't want to be around it. Like, that's not okay. That's fine. Babe, bye. I'm not about to force you to be my friend, but it's like they're forcing people to like them. They don't like you, babe. They don't have to play with you. That's another thing that a lot of these people, oh, they have to play with you. Oh, play nice with other kids. No, fuck that dumb shit, girl. When I have kids, because I'm going to have kids, bitch, you don't have to play with nobody you don't want to play with. How about that? You don't want to play with Timmy? You're not playing with Timmy. Bitch, how about that? And I will pull my kid out, motherfuckers. Yeah, they're not playing with Timmy because they don't want to play with Timmy. And I told my child they have the right to do whoever the fuck they want to play with. They don't want to play with Timmy. They're not playing with Timmy, babe. And you're not going to suppress my kid's self-esteem because you want my kid to be in a box with your motherfucking punk ass kids. And that's how I'm going to be. So there you go. You tell them, oh, you have to, what? Your kid? Oh, your kid. Yeah, girl, that's why we have bullies, because y'all were making kids play with kids who didn't want to play with kids. So your kids grew up to be a motherfucking bully. Timmy didn't want to play with him. Y'all made Timmy play with him. So Timmy said, I'm gonna torture this motherfucker because my parents want me to play with him and I don't like this little motherfucker. So now he tortures him, and now you want to, well, it's not our fault. It is your fault because you forced him to play with these kids. Same thing with now. Y'all force these people to like y'all. They don't like y'all. Who cares? I know they don't like us. Who cares? Stay behind the scenes, get the money the way you got it, and girl, keep it pushing. Girl, they don't have to like you publicly, girl, but they better pay you privately. That'd be nothing too, girl. Y'all be so desperate, so thirsty to meet up with these people, blah, blah, blah. And see, that's why a lot of these girls got out of these men. I keep telling y'all that too. A lot of these girls out of these celebrities because they were not smart like me. They were not smart like I don't give a fuck if you were Tom, Dick, Grady, Beatty, Gady, Nady. Bitch, you hit me up and I knew you had that money, bitch. Yeah, hi. I'll say, so let's work this out. We know that you're a celebrity and you're never going to come public and say you're into me. So let's do each other a favor. And this is a business transaction. So what can you do for me? Because clearly I'm helping you with your fantasies. What do you have for me? And then bet down. Well, what are you talking about? Okay, so what do you want from me? You just want friendship? Because I can give that. Well, I was hoping, well, see, yeah, I got bills to pay. I was hoping that you're a millionaire. You can help me pay my car note. That's what I was hoping too. I was hoping that, Benz, you got it. And I don't really, right? I don't have it, but you do. I was hoping that you can buy me, some teas. And then there we go. And that's why I don't expose people. Bitch, let's talk about it. And one of the persons that I've talked to before actually came out and attacked trans people. But I said, that's not my business because, baby, I got paid for my transactions. So, babe, I'm not upset about that. I got paid for mine, babe. The fact that you thought you were going to get some free dick, because a lot of these girls be out here fucking and sucking for free, and then you want to give it up for free. And then it's like, well, now that you've given it up, now I want something out of it. Yeah, girl. Desperate situations call for desperate measures. You gave it up for free. You thought that, oh, well, I'm desperate to get it. Now I got it. Now I'm going to try to manipulate the situation. They didn't fall for it. Now you want to expose. Bitch, not I. Not I. Girl, I do not like green eggs and ham. Every motherfucker that hit me, a bitch, big or small, well known or not known, what can you do for me? What can you do for me, babe? Because I'm going to be a fool to be over here fucking with a millionaire and I'm working every motherfucking day of my life, girl, losing sleep and shit to motherfucking pay my motherfucking bills, and your ass wake up to fucking $10 million and shit. What can you do for me, babe? And of course, some of them was like, I can't really do that. I can't really get, well, that's fine. Good luck. You'll find a free girl. You'll find a desperate bitch that need validation. You'll find a girl that's thirsty enough to get a potential. And that'd be another thing too. These celebrities be having fucking herpes and shit, STDs and STIs more than the average Joe. And that's something too, bitch. I'm not risking myself for free. Bitch, what money you got for me? Oh, well, we're going to use protection. Oh, I know that's right. We definitely is. But let's note this too. You can still get herpes through condoms and shit, baby. You might have it on your nutsack. You might have it in your pubes. You might have crabs and shit, baby. That don't assure anything. What are you going to do for me to ensure what is the collateral? Where's the collateral that I need? I need collateral, T, honey. And the collateral is not proof that we've been together, but the collateral is to pay me to keep my mouth shut, and not keep my mouth shut because I'm a snitch on you, but baby, pay your worth. You're a millionaire. You can lose out on 10,000. That's nothing. That's nothing. And I can assure you right now, 10,000 is 1% of your earnings, but I'm not going to expose you even if I go bankrupt today. That's not going to happen. Okay. So like I said, you got to be smart. People are not businesswomen, but they're prostitutes. Their words, not mine. They got prostitutes out here that got cam model porn stars and shit. and get down got shit to show for it. So you're not really a businesswoman. You're just a desperate ass bitch. Hello. You're just a dick thirsty ass homo. Hello. I said it. Anywho. Yeah, that shit is deaf. I can't get with other trends. Right, listen. Right. Trans even changed hers now after all these years. Right, ain't no excuse. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no excuse. And of course, the women who are given the tea 7 ways to be virtuous, they're doing their tea. And we know it takes time, right? So let's say, for a good example, you had a good paying job and you really couldn't transition because you had a good paying job. I understand those stories. Let's say, for a good example, you couldn't get your gender changed because you're fighting legal battles and you didn't want the shit to follow you, blah, blah, blah. I understand that tea too. Let's say that you are trans, secretly you're being self, but you're identifying as a female, but privately you're still whatever, male legally, but you're not trying to become famous. You're still staying behind the scenes and doing your thing. That's not suppressing and oppressing your gender identity. You're just not putting your shit on Front Street, right? You're not telling your business, right? Like, this is what it's come down to. But like I said, if you're trying to put it out there that this is your story, and yet people are looking like, but what is it about you that I should call you? Because mind you, we all grew up calling women ma'ams and men sir or gentle, whatever. We grew up a certain way. So it's hard to retrain the mind. Let's go there first and foremost. So once again, if this is me knowing this, and I am female identifying, I'm going to want to present myself as a female as much as I can. So that way I don't have to correct your error. And then who's to say, okay, well, this is who I am. I don't have to correct people. Once again, then me as a mature adult, me as somebody who is an adult, someone who is not suffering from any type of, inferiority complex or any of that. I don't feel like I'm privileged neither. Let's point that out too. I don't feel entitled. I don't feel privileged. But once again, I am who I am for me, no one else. If you don't see it for me, I can respect that. Because just like I don't see it for you, just like I don't think that you're a pretty woman, but other people see you're pretty, think you're pretty. Okay, I'm gonna still respect you and treat you like a human, but I'm not gonna call you a pretty woman. That's it. The same thing with that, girl. You got roles and you want to put on a 2-piece bikini and now it's body shaming. Listen. I don't have the smallest shaped body either. I'm not going to do anything to give you, so you give me your opinion that I didn't ask for. I'm not going to do anything in my power to give you any type of space to give me your opinion that I didn't ask for. So guess what? If I do that, then I'm like, okay, I'm okay with you having, that's what I say, even going into celebrities. In my mind, I've never understood why people want to be famous, because you know what fame is about, especially right now. But then you become famous and now you're upset that bloggers are talking about you. Oh my God, I'm on a blog spot. Fuck the bloggers. You don't know my story. And now you're crying. And now the stupid ass people is falling for it. Oh, that is fucked up. They should just leave her alone and let her be a good artist. Girl, Miss Thing knew what was going on when she signed that record deal to become a motherfucking singer, dancer, actor, model, whatever. She knew what the fuck she was doing. Girl, mama could have said, let me become a paralegal. Let me become an attorney. They make good money too. Let me become a doctor. I won't be scrutinized by the general public. No, they said, fuck the dumb shit. I saw what Michael Jackson went through in the 80s and 90s. I saw what Tina Turner went through. I see what Whitney went through. Like, girl, y'all know these people. You thought you were going to have a privilege and entitled. You thought you were entitled to have a peace of mind and not be harassed and stalked by motherfucking paparazzi and be disrespected by the public. Girl, what? It's some type of delusional. Girl, something's going on. They definitely are poisoning our water. They definitely are poisoning your food. They're definitely, girl, I don't care what nobody says. We don't need fucking proof. The proof is in the pudding. They definitely got y'all screwed all the way up that you're the best thing since sliced bread and your baby daddy fucking and sucking on everybody but you. You definitely, there has to be something in that water. It has to be something in the air. If you thinking you the dot diggity bob shit, but you can't keep no pot to piss in, and you can't keep no window open for you to throw that damn pot out of. We have to be living in some type of motherfucking Mandela effect. Now I'm starting to really think, is this really what the Mandela effect really is? You got people that been called a mophead their whole life, and now when they get popped, they get called a mophead by the wrong one at the right time. Now all of a sudden they feel attacked You want to attack when you saw Lauryn Hill getting attacked for being a mob? Like, girl, what? Oh, that's what it's because you felt privileged. You felt entitled. That's what it was. Okay, babe, that's just say that. You didn't see it as a problem because you thought that, well, that's Whitney Houston. That's not me. That's Christina Milian. That's not me. Oh, baby, you thought you were the shit, huh? Yeah, you did, huh? You did, huh? Yeah. When Alexis Arquette got clowned and shit, oh, well, that ain't me. Oh, do I look like that? Girl, what? Excuse me? Yeah, you got it. Yeah, accept. Yeah, you felt entitled. You felt respected. And Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and all this other people, Donald Trumpets, all these other people, they showing y'all that you're not that. They're showing you that you're all the same. That's what they're showing y'all right now. They're showing y'all that you all can get it. Left two, right foot, left hook, top two, right two on the left side and right side. Girl, what he's saying? He said you can put a lipstick on a pig, but that don't mean that pig is a lady. He letting y'all know that fat meat is motherfucking greasy. And even his supporters too, y'all. We're not skirting that. He didn't say the trans Democrats, the trans polls. He said everybody. Everybody getting a slice of that motherfucking pumpkin pie. What is it? American pie? Apple pie? Yes, girl. Listen, we should just celebrate, y'all. We should just all celebrate, be happy with what is to come, be thankful, celebrate each other, because we haven't. Let's be honest, we haven't. And we should, throw an entitlement party, a privilege party for the entitled privileged. There we go. And don't you say you don't feel privileged, because you do. Anybody who said they don't feel entitled, they don't feel privileged, bitch, let's have a talk. Because, bitch, a lot of y'all be thinking, well, I'm a man. Yeah, that's entitlement, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, I'm a man, so that won't happen to me. Well, I'm a woman. That way, okay, yeah, well, I'm a black woman. I'm a black man. I'm a white woman. I'm a white man. Okay, yeah, sure, yeah. Now, Caitlyn understood the difference. Yeah. Look what happened now. There we go. Well, she don't give a fuck anyway because this bitch like pussy anyway, so it ain't gonna really affect her. She don't give a fuck, and she transitioned in front of the eyes of the public, so she don't give a fuck to be called he again. She don't give a fuck about that. Respectfully, Iona Diona Kama, which is what is, girl. Hallelujah, Caillou. Okay, different. Right, especially if the college is with the bread looking like a whole bag. Right, and that be another thing too. Respectfully, I'm sitting here looking right now, y'all, and I'm just being honest right now. I'm gonna be honest. I had an experience a couple of weeks ago, and this is actually cringy because I saw what the person was given, but I was also kind of seeing it from this guy's perspective, or not perspective, right? So this person comes in, and they are an overweight person, and at first glance, it appeared to be a man, right? But when they opened their mouth and you did a double take to hear where that voice is coming from, you now see that this is a woman. And this woman had a beard and mustache. And I do want to point this out. A lot of women have PCOS and they get beard and mustache. Some do not want to shave it off, right? And that's their business, right? Hell, that's their business. But the man said she and her, and this man was not being disrespectful, y'all, because I don't think I'm all that passable. And this man could have called me he. He could have said sir to me. But we're going to call a spade, right? In the presentation of what he saw, he respected it. In the presentation and what he saw, he respected it. Looking at first, like I said, you couldn't tell. Even me, like, I mean, at first, like I said, I thought it was, male. Looked again, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, whatever. And once again, this person had boobs because, of course, they're overweight person. So I didn't think this is like, a breasted woman at first. I was like, oh, this man, whatever. He's overweight. He got boobs and stuff, whatever. But then they're talking and the voice is so high pitched and they're going along with this man saying she will help you, right? Because I was looking for boneless ribs. After that, she decided to be like, whoa, wait, hold up. Or this person, right? Because they were nice to me. So I'm respect them. And they said, oh, excuse me, by the way, it's he, it's not her. And then he was like, oh, my bad. Like he was genuinely like, oh my bad. Like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. I didn't think about it. Like he didn't roll his eyes, he didn't do that. But then she went to the manager told the manager, I'm coming out, and the manager, y'all, I know these managers at the store, and the manager's like, yeah, someone, was telling us about how one of the workers disrespected them and da 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 da. And I was like, well, this ain't my business. Because I was generally going to be like, well, to be honest with you, I did see a man at first, and then I heard the voice and I saw it again. I was like, oh, this is a woman, whatever. But he did apologize and it was genuine. But I said, girl, that ain't my business. That ain't my business, honey. So I was like, oh shit. But I was thinking the whole time I was, leaving out, I was thinking like, that is fucked up. Like, first of all, babe, if you're really trying to blend in or you really want them to call you he, why not lose the boobs? Why not bind the boobs down? We have studs out here that bind the breasts down and you can't see the breasts. And it's cold right now, baby. You could put on a Pendleton or something to hide the boobs anyway. The fact that you want us to see the boobs, the fact that you wanted us to know you're a woman because you were talking with your very high-pitched voice, I'm pretty sure your beard and your mustache was from PCOS. It wasn't through T, you getting injected with testosterone. It was just a little like, damn, bro, like this is fucked up. So I'm like, when does it stop? Like, when is it okay that people don't see, like, oh, girl. Like I said, I feel like I'm going in circles. Even when I first talk about this, honey. It's like, baby, we have to be okay and content with ourselves. And if we don't see it for us, just say we don't see it for us. Just say, I don't feel like I'm woman enough or man enough to be this. I'm going to be myself and be over here. There's lots of men and women, y'all, in history who identified as females, but they wanted to pass as a man, and they were aware of transgenders and all this other good shit too, by the way. But they wanted to pass as men for whatever reason to not be, that female identity. And they did. They concealed themselves and nobody knew what this person was till they passed away. Right. And the same thing with opposite trans women. There's trans women. So it's like at the end of the day, we make decisions as adults and we have to be okay with the decisions that we make and we have to take on what comes along with that. And if we ever feel like it's too much for us to bear, then instead of us pacifying the situation and or blaming other people for their intelligence, because that's what it comes down to, blaming other people for their intuition, because now we're downplaying people's intelligence. Now we're downplaying people's intuitiveness. Like it's a bigger scale than what we think, like, girl, than what we're thinking on, right? Because we feel entitled. Girl, listen. If you don't want to call me he or she, like I told my cousin, rest in peace, years ago, because he's like, I changed your diaper. That's understandable. You changed my diaper, babe, but I'm a grown-ass woman now. If you don't feel comfortable saying she or her, call me my name. And guess what? Up until the day that man died, for 7 years, he said my name. And one time he slipped up and said they. Now, this is before the they and them pronoun came out, y'all. This is like 2013. He said they were like an extra piece of blah, 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 blah. But every time he would say my name, Mia. Hey, Mia, how you doing, Mia? And sometimes y'all drove me nuts because I'm like, oh, girl, stop saying my fucking name. But I'm like, you know what? Would I rather him say Mia? Or I'd rather him say he, him, your son, your brother. So that's where I was willing to compromise and respect. Because this is an old school fool who's a fucking gangster too, by the way. So his pride and shit was also motherfucking put the rest of the lay down too. Because I'm sure a lot of people look at him like, well, why are you calling this nigga Mia? But he said, I don't give a fuck about that because I'm being respectful. This is my auntie's child. And if my auntie respects my motherfucking cousin, this is my cousin, I'm going to respect my motherfucking cousin. So like I said, that's what it comes down to. We have to be mentally and emotionally intelligent. And if you don't want to be that, that's your fine. Then girl, stay in your house and hide beneath the rock. That's what it comes down to. Stay in your house and hide beneath the motherfucking rock. Don't call me stupid because I see a sir and I call you a sir. Don't call me a fool and incompassionate because you're out here looking like Donald Trump in a fucking wig and we're seeing that it's Donald Trump in a fucking wig. I mean, girl, let's make it make sense right now. Donald Trump decided to throw on a fucking wig. He's saying his name is Melania, but we're like, no, you're Donald Trump. Girl, the fuck? And then he calling us stupid. He want to fight us. He putting us in jail because we see him as Donald Trump still. Like, girl, would we say that's wrong? Would we say that? Listen, girl, listen. That's it. I want to ring a bell. I want to ring a bell, girl. Where my Centrine at? Where my Centrine and my tuning fork? Honey, hold on. There we go. Shake that off. Okay. Okay. Get that bag right, Seven. I mean, Beard, my bad. Right out here in California, they don't play about pronouns. They correct themselves and accommodate real fast. They do. They need to put more efforts into whatever they want to present. I agree. I agree. If we don't see it for ourselves, how do we expect other people to see it? Y'all, you don't know how many times, and that's what I'm thinking about too right now. I could have been a very irate bitch. I could have been slapping people, fucking people up, doing shit. Let me take you to fucking court. Let me this and that. I sued one company as a trans person, and I did not sue them because they misgendered me. I sued them because they let a worker harass me. They let a worker lie on me and say that I was in the men's restroom when I was not. They let a worker call his grandma to come up to the job to be like, yo, where's that man at with the blonde hair and the green contacts in front of everybody? I sued their motherfucking asses because they let that motherfucking joke sit up there in front of a room full of people and say, that's not a woman, that's a man. Why y'all calling her? So that's why they got motherfucking sued. On top of that, they were told by me verbally and in writing to accommodate me. I'm here to work and I want to go home. I'm not here to be harassed and be bullied by my coworkers and fucking owners. And that's why they got fucking sued. The idea that people are suing because they're misgendered, because they're not living their truth, and like I said, it goes into presentation, it's crazy to me. So like I said, that's why it was the way it was and why I did what I did. It wasn't no misgender shit because I don't give a fuck about it. If you clocked it, you clocked it. But the fact that someone had to help people clock it, and it also put me in danger. I told y'all the story about where a client showed up and was about ready to shoot up the place because he was hitting on me and I didn't want him. And the worker told him, yo, bro, you were hitting on a nigga. And this man felt some type of way. And even the manager was like, no, this is a female. Girl, my cousin, who's a woman, had to stop this motherfucker. Girl, this would have been a whole nasty ass scene, girl, on the motherfucking news. Because this motherfucker. So the workspace was uncomfortable for me. And it wasn't because I wanted them to see me as her and she and they didn't see me. It's because people were intentionally, one person in particular, was intentionally making it a motherfucking issue. And they also could have put him on a different shift because that was his opinion. But they were working us together. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but that's why they got sued. So that's all I'm saying is that it's about getting respect, but getting respect the right way. I'm not out here with a beard. I'm not out here with no titties on, walking around, letting it be known that I'm a nigga. And then, yeah, I want you to call me Diana and I'm a she and I'm a her. And when you clock to you, blow the fuck up. It's not that for me. That's not my story. So at the end of the day, it's really about honesty. What are you presenting as? And if you really feel it that what you are and what you're not, then why are you not doing something about it? Because we see ourselves first. When we see ourselves in our raw form. We look at ourselves, we say, you know what? I think if I was to get filler, I would look more womanly. I feel like if I was to get this, I would get that. But you know what the bottom line is too, and I'm going to be done with this? The bottom line is sexual trauma. That's the bottom line. The bottom line is sexual trauma. The bottom line is sexual trauma. And sexual trauma, not into a degree of maybe you were touched on and violated, but maybe you walked in on people having sexual intercourse. Maybe you were talked to about sex before your time. Maybe you were explained what sex and shit was when you weren't ready for that. Because it's all about maturity too. There's a lot of shit that goes into motherfucking trauma, and we're not attacking things at the motherfucking source. And as I said, when I meet a motherfucking trans person, I ask, what therapist have you seen? Who told you that you were trans? I remember a group of girls were attacking me. Like, who told you were trans? Well, I can go by what I felt. I felt different. I felt weird because nobody else looked like me, felt this way. So I was, and once again, going into crying. Y'all don't know how many times or how many situations I was in where I was crying myself to motherfucking sleep. You know how many motherfucking suicide motherfucking since we're talking about before I was motherfucking a grown ass woman. Did it come to because of what I was feeling on the inside and I felt like I had to fucking suppress it. And so I did that. You have people out here suppressing this shit for 40 years, 45 years. Girl, how are you so strong to suppress this? This is really who you are. How are you so strong for holding back this greatness if this is really who you are? Like, tell me your story. How are you not suicidal? How are you not doing any type of attempts to end the situation that you're in? How are you so happy that you had 7 kids? I didn't know anybody depressed had kids like that. You had 7 kids. How is it that for 65 years, you lived as this man that you were so uncomfortable with being? Then you have people like, yeah, well, I knew he wanted to be a woman because he would just talk about it. But yeah, you let this man give you 7 kids, girl. Hello? Excuse me, ma'am. Now I'm thinking you're mentally disturbed. I'm thinking you're mentally ill. So you married this man because you like men, right? You're not lesbian. You didn't say you're lesbian or anything. So you married this man. You knew this man was like that. So he was so suicidal. He was so depressed. He was taking Lexapro. He was taking anxiety pills. He was taking sleeping pills because he really wants to be a woman. And I told him, I said, hon, you need to really go do it then. But yeah, you thought riding his dick was going to make him happy. Girl, make it make sense. Then you got the other flip side to what is bitch having this man dress up as a damn woman, having 3-ways and shit because she like black dick. And the only way to have a black dick, she have to get a husband who's submissive enough to let her have black dick. Because, you know, she dated a strong alpha white man. He not going to be letting her get pounded by BBC. So she had to get the most submissive, docile one. Knew goddamn from the beginning this motherfucker was happy to dress as a woman when they had sexual parties and go to orgy parties, shit, Hollywood swingers and shit. Then she want to come out and, I had no idea that my husband and my baby father wanted to be a woman. Is that why you only gave him 2? I'm a little confused now. So the first one knew, but you didn't know? I thought that they said there's woman intuition out there. Bitch, you playing and you go down there, what you knew what the fuck it was, girl. Because we looked at the motherfucker, we clocked the T. I didn't even sleep with the motherfucker, I knew what the motherfucker was. I could look at it, the motherfucker bone that he wanted to be it. So you got to be honest with yourself, baby. Are you a closeted lesbian? Because that's what it comes down to. You either a closeted lesbian, you're a sick ass bitch. Or you could be both. That's your business, not mine. I really want to know the story, girl. Exactly. You paid your dues. Right. Yes. Listen, I really do. I do want to see why people are protesting Donald Trump because these are not the girls that paid their dues asking for protection of their rights. These are girls that just are popcorn trannies. They pop up one day, they go to bed as David, they wake up the next day, and now their name is Diana. These are the people that don't want to take the hormones, don't want to get the surgeries, but they want to go out and, oh, you're going to respect me because that's what I identify as. And it's about self-identity. Then y'all want to fight people who say they identify as ducks and boats and cars and ships and, oh, they're making fun of it. No, I mean, they might be, but if you want to identify as a Prius, let them identify as a Prius. Go ahead. If you want to identify as a Skittle, let them identify as Skittle, right? It's human rights. Let them identify. But unless you're trying to push something on the people and you trying to have some type of agenda, some type of propaganda, some type of reason for that, because maybe, and I do think so, I will continue to say this, and I'm not gonna apologize for this. A lot of these people, that's why it's the older ones that are fighting for it. A lot of these people are predators. They're pedophiles. And so when it is acceptable to be identified and be looked at as what it is, a woman, and then all of a sudden this woman is now dating a 50-year-old woman, being respectful, is now dating a 7-year-old boy because he's about to be 18 in 6 months. Oh, it's okay. It's a woman and a man because they made it legal for this to go down. Girl, bye. This is what it's really given from the outside looking. It's really given that. And I'm even willing to even look into this too and look at, like I said, the older ones, not the younger ones, 20, 25, because I've yet to see it. Is there any 20 years out there protesting for trans rights? I would love to see this. And they actually look like they're giving something. They're giving some type of femme realness, some type of real tea. This is what I want to see. They're actually invested in the look. But I'm willing to guarantee that something happened. Listen, I'm gonna leave that there because listen, y'all ain't get me for no personal attack. Bitch, it is what it is, girl. sexual trauma, and it might be some pedophilia. And now they want to be let have. And not to mention, I saw these videos back in there too of these because they said cross dressing is out of date. What they said is called what is it called now? A femboy. It's a new term they said. I think that's what the man said. You got this femboy in these videos, y'all, going to these men restrooms underneath the bathroom stall. Hey, y'all, God is sticking in the hole so I can do it. And now the guys doing their little thing, and then guess what? The guys get in trouble. The guys get exposed because they're recording the shit. Then the guys take the bitch to court. The bitch go to jail. Like, girl, listen, y'all, do your research on what I'm talking about to y'all. This has happened. And not saying that this one example should be for everybody, but I'm just saying it's given a lot with a lot. It's given a lot with a lot. And especially going into the idea that you're a 50-year-old woman dressing like you're a teenager. You got no hips in that damn miniskirt, babe. You got no titties in that fucking halter top. Bitch, with the makeup on, you look better without the makeup on. With the makeup on, bitch, you look like a David Bowie fucking 1987 video, girl. You look like the fucking Labyrinth. And you have the audacity. When I'm seeing a motherfucking orange, you're gonna tell me goddamn well that you don't call you orange because you identify as a motherfucking apple, and you are a fucking apple. The fuck? Girl, what? So you just gonna call me stupid to my motherfucking face, and you just gonna say I'm a fucking fool, huh? You gonna say I'm you just go ahead, just call me a stupid motherfucker. And that's y'all should be doing now. Y'all should just go on to be calling people just stupid motherfuckers. You're a stupid motherfucker for clocking the T. Oh, just so you know, you clocked the T and you're stupid for it. Yeah, just start saying that to people. Go ahead. I encourage y'all. Say, call people stupid. Say that people are mentally ill because they know the T, and they let you know they know the T. Yeah, I mean, it's going to do it. That's your business, not mine. Girl, y'all do got thing. But like I said, girl, I'm staying in my lane, girl. Listen, Mystic, just gonna keep doing what she doing. Shout out there. Going into this too on a side note, y'all. Sorry, are there any transgender witches out there? Transgender witches, warlocks, spellcasters, propaganders, protection. Any of y'all out there working your craft to protect yourself? To make sure, because, not to mention, this motherfucker's in office for 4 years. He got 4 years in motherfucking office. And people are like, no, it has to be the way, because he passed it. And it's got to be the, okay, girl, okay. Okay, girl, okay. Okay, so is this going to make or break you? How many girls are going to detransition now because they have to identify as male now? How many girls are going to detransition and be who they are or back to who they are, right? Because of what this man has said or done. This is going to be a very interesting thing to see, to watch unfold. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see these people and what they do and how they go about doing things. Are you banded together or are you separating? Divided, they're easy to conquer. Together, they may fall. Okay, I don't know. Come on, Dee Dee. Who you doing? Dee Dee, we're just talking, honey. But yeah, I'm really going to go because listen, I had a long day today. I traveled and I was going to share a video with y'all, but unfortunately, my dumb ass had the phone in my motherfucking hand. And guess what? My phone flipped. This phone in particular cracked. And now I got to go get a new phone. Yeah. Oh, well, shoot me. Yeah. Shoot me, bitch. Now I got to go get another motherfucking new phone. So I said, bitch, it's okay. I was going to replace that motherfucking phone anyway. But now I got to figure out how I'm going to get the videos shit off that motherfucker. Fuck the dumb shit, man. Anyway, y'all. Good seeing you, Dee Dee. I'm Dee Dee. Good seeing you, 7 Ways to Be Virtuous. Yeah, y'all. Hope you have a good night, y'all. Listen. Stay protected. Stay positive. Stay doing your thing, baby. Together. Okay? Listen. I'm going to leave it there, honey. Bye, y'all. Bye for now. Love and light, love and truth. And I'll see y'all again in the next live, okay?